A transcription of a discourse from the Supreme Being of Pluto, delivered at Kaukala on various dates in 1998 and 1999. The text covers topics such as mode of travel, the Supreme Being's quick travel through dimensions using dimensional passing, with Epanmati, due to advanced technology, and Phra Yan, divine wisdom knowledge. Purpose of assistance: to help humanity with both technology, material, and Phra Yan, spiritual communication through a human body before, during, and after global disasters. This includes preventing further devastation from world wars with alien technology, from the Lokukata Pakadikong and other universes, and providing support for basic necessities Pakke for after the calamities. Nature of their world. Pluto has light and darkness, but it's much colder than Earth. Their lifespan is thousands of years. Concept of age and wisdom. True age is not measured by physical years but by Dharma, or spiritual wisdom. Those with greater spiritual wisdom, even if physically young, are more worthy of respect. Human mind and collective consciousness. The arrival of spaceships is determined by the collective pure Prabhatsorn and peaceful minds of humans, not by the Supreme Being's command. Unity and a strong collective spirit are crucial for their assistance. Natural laws and karma. Everything happens according to natural laws and accumulated karma barami. There's no coincidence. The body is not truly ours, but belongs to nature, echoing the Buddhist concept of anatta, non-self, and the five aggregates Kanth 5. World war and natural disasters. Minor natural disasters are already happening. The major, near 100% destructive natural disaster will occur after the World War, as a culmination of karmic forces. Following the Buddha's path. The importance of following the Buddha's teachings, the Tripitaka, as a direct path to liberation from suffering, which is ever present for those not yet enlightened. Reincarnation and suffering. Humans are endlessly cycling through rebirths, often unaware of past lives, mistaking new experiences as truly new. The Supreme Being emphasizes the immense suffering inherent in this cycle and the importance of compassion, recognizing all beings as interconnected. Here's the English translation of the provided text. Travel doesn't take long. Why? Because there's a shortcut. The shortcut is through dimensions. This is high-level knowledge. Explaining it probably wouldn't be understood. Let's just call it dimensional passing. Therefore, no matter how far the distance or how long the duration, it's not important. It's like your own mind. Thinking of America versus thinking of your home. So, thinking takes the same amount of time. It's not like thinking of the United States takes longer than thinking of home. That's not how it is. Therefore, my shortcut, or my Phra Yan, divine wisdom knowledge, or the royal guard technology I've brought with me, will use what's called dimensional passing to arrive. It won't take long. But what I will do to help you, as I've previously stated, and it's recorded, I will tell you again. I will come to help with both technology, which is the material you see, and with Phra Yan, which communicates through a human body. My assistance will begin before any disaster occurs, just as I'm here now, for you to see me, for you to believe according to your merits. Those with sufficient merit, according to their spiritual readiness, will see me clearly. The person who asked last time, go ask them. They saw me very clearly. And for the first level of assistance, besides this initial stage, for you to see me, that is, your world war will also require assistance from alien technology. Otherwise, your human world would be even more destroyed if it weren't for the interception by alien technology from the Lokukata Pakadikong universe and other universes, and from my Phra Yan and spacecraft. The third part is during the time of the disaster. There will be immense chaos and turmoil in your human world. Now you feel important, but at that time, you'll be like drowned puppies. Everything will be gone. Wealth, status, what was hard to give up will be lost, completely gone. There will be nothing left but yourselves, and even then, you might barely make it. So, those who haven't prepared will be scattered and pathetic. Because we, after the disaster, will stay and help you until you can get back on your feet. Then, we will have to withdraw, as we cannot remain according to natural law. Therefore, this assistance, from before the disaster until it occurs, I will be with you, and after the disaster, when you are starving, in hardship, and struggling, my technology will be brought to you for your sustenance in the four necessities of life. Dot 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 dot. A portion of the text from the Supreme Being of Pluto. Transmitted as sound waves at Kaukala. February 6, 2542, 1999. Dot 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 dot. Ms. Pissamai, I'd like to ask another question. Does your spaceship, where you live, have day and night? Supreme Being, in my world. Day and night. There is light, but it's not like your human world. Because, if you consider the simple system you observe, the sun's light reaches me, but it's very far. Therefore, my world also has light and darkness, but the atmosphere is much colder compared to your measured temperatures. It's hundreds of degrees below zero, Celsius or Fahrenheit, I don't know how many of yours. You couldn't live there. You'd freeze to death. Freeze to death. The days and times are not the same either. My lifespan is far longer than yours. Mr. Samran, how old are you? Supreme Being, tens of thousands of years. Mr. Samran, so you're older than Indra. Supreme Being, age and youth cannot be counted like that. Why? Because you have been cycling through birth and death for hundreds of thousands of years, countless lifetimes. You are not just 60 to 70 years old. If you were to count your age, it would be hundreds of thousands, even millions of years. Who would be older than whom then? Age is counted by Bhumi Dhamma, spiritual wisdom, and Bhumi Panya, intellect, understanding. Therefore, a person who is young in age but can give you Dhamma means they have more Bhumi Dhamma than you. That is a person who should be respected. Therefore, Buddhist monks who are disciples of Lord Buddha, some ordained at a young age, some as novices, but their spiritual wisdom and intellect are vast. So, you should respect and revere them with your heart. That is the correct thing to do. Therefore, they count by Dhamma age, not by physical old age. An old skull and bones are nothing. Mr. Wairoi, sir, humans in this world who are old because they were born long ago, I am old, which means I was born earlier. Supreme Being, old because born long ago is a conventional measure of human age in this world, just to count who is older than whom. But if we talk about true age, measured by respect, it must be counted by their virtues. Therefore, I don't want to say this, but your politicians and national administrators, some are old, 70, 80, playing politics, even dying in politics. But are they respectable? If their spiritual state is not good. Therefore, even if they have worldly merit, they have long worldly lives, but in their spiritual state, in their Dhamma, if there is greed, anger, and delusion, they are not trustworthy, not worthy of worship. Therefore, individuals who are not very old or very young, or even younger than you, but who can give Dhamma that they have practiced well, behaved well, and behaved righteously, those are the ones you should respect, revere their wisdom, and what they can offer you in terms of wisdom. That is more important. The command to bring the spacecraft to rejoice comes from your own spiritual state. It is not commanded from anywhere else, not from my spiritual state. It is commanded from your spiritual state. I will observe your spiritual state itself. Therefore, if your mind is pure prabatsorn, joyful, peaceful, composed, has abandoned its own arrogance and conceit, and has a sincere intention directed towards nirvana, being wise in your own spiritual state, I will command it according to the collective spiritual state. Therefore, you are the ones who determine whether the spacecraft comes close or far. So, you cannot blame anyone now, blaming others. Why didn't it come? Right. Oh, you're so cruel. Why didn't you come close? Why did you come from afar? It is not me. I speak this as a truth. Therefore, everything lies in your unity, in the unity of your spiritual states, to combine energy as one. Because to be a leader, a soldier in my army, you must have the ability and be unified. This will be the energy sent, and I will assess it myself. Therefore, let it be known to all that everything depends on you, depends on your spiritual state. The presence of various deities or advanced beings from other universes to care for you also comes according to your own merits. You are those with merit, so there must be those who support you to continue accumulating merit. It is a mutual support of nature. It is not a coincidence or a fluke or anything outside the laws of nature. For example, if germs enter the body, this is talking about your body's system, there will be, oh, this goes too deep, but maybe not too deep. White cells will protect or eliminate the germs. This is something automatic, by the law of nature. Therefore, how your own body works, how it is controlled, you cannot command it. Oh, slow down my heart muscle. My heart is pounding, but it just keeps pounding more and more. Therefore, if you think your body is yours, it's not. It belongs entirely to nature. This is what the Buddha said. Nothing is wrong. The five aggregates, form, feeling, perception, mental formations, consciousness, which together constitute you, your feelings, all your thoughts and ideas, which are in your body, which, in reality, are not you at all. Dot 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 dot. A portion of the discourse given on February 6, 2542, 1999. A message from the Supreme Being of Pluto, which has been brought to your attention, is expected to open perspectives for some to see the true nature of reality more clearly, including understanding the project and purpose of coming to the human world. There are still many more discourses. If there is time, the audio tapes will be gradually transcribed to provide more important information. Thank you to everyone who continuously reads these messages. A portion of the discourse of the Supreme Being of Pluto, on March 1, 2542, 1999. At Kaukala. Supreme Being of Pluto, the spiritual state of humans, you may conceal your spiritual state, but you cannot conceal it from me. Nowadays, there are lie detectors, even in foreign countries, which can detect a spiritual state that doesn't have telepathy. They can still know. There are lie detectors. So why wouldn't I, who has the technology to help you, know? On this point, if we are sincere in practicing Dhamma, if you have doubts or thoughts about whether what you are doing is correct, ask your teachers or the head teachers. Ask them. Seek clarification from them about whether what you are doing is right. They will be able to give you some answers. But if those answers are still not clear to all of you, then come ask me, because I am the head of the head teachers. On this point, we need genuine people, because your world will definitely face destruction in the future. If you still have doubts, resolve them now. It will definitely be destroyed. And you will have to undertake a great mission, a very great mission. This mission is a special mission. It requires deities with high dhamma and brave hearts to descend and perform this mission exclusively. Therefore, the spiritual states that all of you have prayed to descend with, are those that have been selected from the spiritual states of humans, from the spiritual states of angels in the first, second, or third heavens, are those who are children or attendants of beings from other stars or other universes, gathered together here, must have been selected as the best of their realms to be combined. Only then can they perform this important mission. Therefore, this is a gathering of the ultimate beings, brought together. We must use what's old. It's too late to learn in this lifetime. Why? Because by the time you're born, it will already be in chaos. You wouldn't have learned anything. But we must have old spiritual wisdom to meet the one who will bring out your old spiritual wisdom, the one I will give you. I, the Supreme Being of Pluto, am the one who will open your spiritual state, or open your old wisdom, whatever you have passed through, whatever merits you have accumulated. I will be the leader in providing various energies, which are also a part of your existing old wisdom. We will bring the old wisdom back, and then add new things that are not yet there, to achieve completeness in helping. A portion of the discourse of the Supreme Being of Pluto. On March 1, 2542, 1999. At Kaukala. Following the footsteps of the Buddha. Supreme Being of Pluto, why must we follow the footsteps of the Buddha? Understand this simply. Following the footsteps means the Buddha had 2 feet like us. He walked, right foot, left foot. His footprints would be in a straight line, right? Just imagine it. Don't overthink it. When he walked in a certain direction, left foot, right foot, the footprints would be in a single line. This is an analogy to make it clear. In the past, when he walked in a certain path, we, his disciples, should look at his path and walk. And whoever walks closest, meaning intimately close, if we are not more than 2 to 3 steps behind his left foot, right foot, we will rarely go astray. But if he has walked about 1 kilometer ahead, and we come to walk, groping for the way, will it be straight? It will definitely turn this way and that. Someone else might try to guide us straight, and it becomes difficult. It's difficult because why? Because we don't see the real thing. He's far away, distant now. This makes it difficult. It's difficult because the Buddha attained parinirvana a long, long time ago. If you compare it to your lifespan, it's many lifetimes over. But what he stated, in giving his teachings, in enjoining or recording them, is a teacher in his stead. On this point, if we are sincere, are truly dedicated, in practicing according to the intention of following the Buddha's footsteps, if we are truly dedicated. Therefore, what he enjoined in the Tripitaka, he told us to respect it as if he himself were the teacher, instructing us. So, here we must see what he taught in the Tripitaka. We must evaluate, analyze, consider it. The main gist does not stray from ourselves at all. It does not stray from contemplating anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, anatta, non-self, of ourselves. It does not stray from the 4 elements dhatu 4, and 5 aggregates khandha 5 contemplating suffering. Therefore, everyone here, if your mind has not yet reached arahantship, will still be unable to escape suffering. Because if we think we are happy, then please remember this in your mind, it's not true. You may just have suffering that has eased a bit. Compared to those who suffer terribly in your human world, you might be a little more at ease than them, but you haven't escaped suffering. It's overwhelming. And it's overwhelming. If we talk about it, if we call it your atmospheric layers, suffering permeates the atmosphere, covering it. Therefore, we are all still submerged in a pile of suffering. Therefore, please be aware that if you are heedless for just a moment, suffering will press down on us, keeping us like this. We will keep circling here. Because suffering is overwhelming. You could call it your atmosphere. Because those who are still caught in worldly pursuits, gain, status, praise, keep circling like this. It's so boring. But because they cannot recall past lives, they still think everything is fresh and new. Oh, just met this for the first time. Sensual desire or whatever, they still think it's the first time. It's not. When the one with divine knowledge can recall, they will know, oh, circling, circling, it will repeat again, and again. Circling through birth and death. Soon, they will be siblings, soon parents, soon friends. Friends who were once angry with each other might become siblings who are vexed with each other. Or they might become parents, or parent and child who have grievances. It's so cyclical and mixed. Therefore, all relatives, you must have been relatives in some lifetime in what I'm saying here. You should have minds of metta, loving kindness towards each other. This is not far away. We are not strangers. We are all siblings. In the physical human form you meet with your human eyes, you are all siblings. Or perhaps all relatives. Therefore, we cannot know this. But what the Buddha stated, that our cycle of birth and death is countless lifetimes, it's severe. Countless lifetimes, but now, those who are heedless do not know exhaustion. Why? Because they think they were just born 30 years ago, 40 years ago, or 50 years ago. They think it's new. But in reality, it's not. My age, tens of thousands of years, is still not equal to the age of your cycle of birth and death. Therefore, counting age, or seniority in terms of human age, cannot be done. The Buddha therefore counted age, or merit, in terms of Dhamma here. Worldly age cannot be counted. It cycles through birth and death. Sometimes as a deity, sometimes as a Brahma. Descending, circling through birth and death countless times. On this point, when there is no memory or recollection of past lives, people still think that what they receive is always new. The discourse from the Supreme Being of Pluto at Kaukala on September 5, 2541, 1998. In this discourse, there was also a first-time opening of a dimension to show the alien command center. Here are some answers to questions about various disasters. Mr. Patarapal, does the World War happen first, or the natural disaster? Supreme Being of Pluto, minor natural disasters. Those of you with merit will perceive them, will notice them. Warnings from water, earth, and wind are already happening. But the great disaster, the one that will wipe out almost 100% of humanity, will occur after your world war. After you fight and kill each other, that natural disaster will be the climax, the extreme point of karmic force. Only then will the law of nature sweep clean once more.